Welcome back to Trip to the Mound. Again, we are the iBaseballChannel podcast, Roy Giovanoni and Mike Lacoste. So here we are at that magical time of the week again. It's PYAO time.
Pitch your ass off.
Yep.
Or time to pitch your ass off, and maybe to discover who has actually had to pitch their ass off this past week.
We're covering all parts of the spectrum. Again, you did briefly mention this earlier. Garrett Roberts of the Angels was one. We're talking about some of the guys leading up to our actual winner, but Garrett Roberts of the Angels, 2 amazing quality starts and another really good one last night against the Mariners. 7 innings, 1 hit, 6 Ks. Looked like he had great command with not only his breaking ball, with that sneaky backdoor fastball as well.
Yeah, I seen some at least one fastball cut, and looks like a few power two-seamers coming in there, but a devastating breaking ball that's starts down in the zone and then just disappears.
Stays in that high 80s, so it's still coming at you pretty quick.
Really tough to hit.
Yeah.
So,
and again,
cap off to him, but doesn't get the nod, Roy.
Okay,
Sorry about that.
And again, one of the guys that you have been very interested in, and you were meaning to catch up with your former roomie and Yankees pitching coach Larry Rothschild about, is Masahiro Tanaka.
Yeah,
he's had 2 quality starts. I mean, you know,
he has, and he's shown some really good stuff. Even though he's made a couple of mistakes and it's cost him, but it's just been a couple of pitches here and there. A lot of his pitches are quality, and he's dominating.
Yeah,
when he's dominating.
I mean, even last night in a losing effort to Baltimore, he had 10 Ks in 7 innings.
Yeah,
a lot of and like you said, just a lot of movement on his stuff.
But he's doing it economically too. He's not. It doesn't take him 130 pitches to do that. He's carving these guys up. He throws strikes.
Yeah.
And so that's very impressive. And I was supposed to talk to Larry the other morning after his first start, but. Yeah, one thing led to another, and
well, it's good. He'll
have tractor went down, and so now some other stuff happened. So he'll have 2 starts to talk about,
and maybe even 3 by the time we catch up with Larry. Because again, he'll have a little bit of a busy weekend with the Red Sox in town coming up. And again, one more thing of note, which I thought was a really nice. It was a really good matchup from both pitchers. On Tuesday night, it was Max Scherzer versus Dan Haren when the Tigers played the Dodgers. Again, both guys quite impressive. You had Scherzer with 8 Ks and 2 runs in 7 innings pitched, and Dan Haren himself had just 3 hits and 1 run in 6 innings pitched. Mm-hmm. Yeah, which again, I think the Dodgers, in this state of flux that you're talking about, obviously with Kershaw out and stuff, Dan Haren is going to be a very important part of the equation.
Kind of expect the pretty good outing from Scherzer.
Yeah.
Haren was a question mark for me this year.
Yeah.
But again, he seems to be kind of a cerebral type guy. It looks like he doesn't have crazy mechanics. He's got mechanics that he can deal with and create some stuff. So I would look for him to be creative, and he's going to have to use his 3 or 4 pitches in both sides of the plate. And when you can throw 8 pitches at a guy, it's a big guessing game. You don't have to throw 90 plus. You can be down in that high 80s and low 90 range as long as you're locating and moving the ball around and backdooring guys with breaking balls. And if you got a good changeup, and he does have a good changeup, so cap off to the 2 gentlemen. But sorry.
So again, as much as you do like us out here on the West Coast, we are going to Cincinnati for this week's PYAO winner. Yeah, Mike Leake, who again threw a fantastic game against St. Louis yesterday. 8 innings pitched, 4 hits, no runs, 3 Ks. And again, the 3 Ks speaks to the fact that he had the guys putting the ball in play, but still making outs from it. What did you like what you saw from Leake's performance?
Well, he was able to keep all of his pitches down in the strike zone and in that ballpark. If you're trying to force contact, in a park like that where balls just fly out of there, you've got to do a really good job. He's got the 90-mile-an-hour sinker, and he locates a pretty good slider, breaking ball, changes speeds a little bit, and he handled the Cardinals, who really haven't been on much of a hitting terror out of the gate right now, but they are, they have some major threats in their lineup, with Molina and Matt Holliday and some other guys, and so they got a potential MVP in their big hitter at third base now. So anyway, he got through that lineup and shut him down, and
didn't look like
the Reds need it.
Yes, they do.
They really need it. of all the choices, I just wanted to give the guy a little credit because he did. He came out and pitched his ass off to shut down the mighty Cardinals, and so tip of the cap to Mike Leake with the Cincinnati Reds.